Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to an historical occasion, an occasion that marks 150 years since the Mayan Bay Rebellion.
Oh, yes.
Today is exactly 150 years since the Right Honorable Paul Bogle came together with members of his church right here in Stonegut, and he prayed all night, lighting candles, speaking to the ancestors and speaking to the Almighty God. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored, I'm humble. I am humbled to be standing here where one of the greatest black men that was ever born, Paul Bogle, a rich man that didn't have to do what he did. He didn't have to care about these people, but yet still he cared about his people and he gave his life about his people. This is going to be a very historical, a very honorable day, and we welcome each and every one of you to the 150th anniversary of the Mayan Bay Rebellion. I salute you, Mr. Paul Bogle. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 10 minutes to 6 o'clock, and we have the great-great-grandson of Paul Bogle, Mr. Constantine Bogle, along with Prophecy Isis. Mr. Bogle, how you doing? How you feeling at this time of the evening? 150 years ago, since your great-great-grandfather did the greatest achievement one could ever do. How you feel at this moment?
Well, spiritually, I'm feeling great. The spirit within I at this time could never be more thankful and be more glorified unto the Almighty for bringing us this far. I give thanks that Christ has used Paul Bogle as a vessel in 1865 to bring about a universal change for black people. And we give thanks that at this time I am choosing to now take up the baton and bring forth the plight of the people to the world. So tonight we are recognize the 150-year anniversary. 150 years ago, Paul Bogle had a prayer vigil here for the entire night before he walked down into Narrated Bay for what is now called the famous Narrated Bay Rebellion that changed the universe. Okay, stop right there for now.
Yes.
Rastafari.
How you feel to be here after you've flown over many oceans and many seas to come to this historical occasion? How you feel?
Man, right now I feel very great, man. To know that I am here on the ground of Paul Bogle, you know, to walk the 6.5 miles walk and to fight the fight for the bloodshed, you know, of my Narrated Bay people, you know. The 150th anniversary, you know, of the Narrated Bay Rebellion. I and I Prophecy Isis is here, you know, Rastafari.
One love into Yes, most definitely.
Blessed.
We have the Honorable Racy Matches. Mr. Matches, how you feel at this time? You know, it's about 10 minutes to 6 o'clock, and we're here on holy ground with the spirits of
it. Say, look for me in the whirlwind, look for me all around, because in death I shall be as terrible as I was in life. So right now it's just the ancestor spirit of flowing in me now. Shaka Ben Awayo, Paul Bogle, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, true liberators coming together, 150th anniversary. Rise up and wise up. This is the time for I and I. Paul Bogle said, remember your color and cleave to it. Marcus Garvey said, hope you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. One God, one aim, one destiny. Anna.
Quickly.
This is the Jungle King, African Fire Warrior. Yeah man, I'm here to the fire fair. Paul Bogle, descendants I talk to you. I'm going to tell you, they say light me light. Fire me say, burn on the ism and schism and get the right thing out of it.
Ethiopia gave to the world the first idea of right and wrong, and thus laid the basis of true religion and culture. It is this we are now displaying. For instance, as I see you all, you're all Africans. Yet, speaking just even in that universal prayer, it was done in deed and Amharic. It is very important that black people should know their culture, especially to communicate. Now this is where the language is very important. We have to identify ourselves with all the African struggle. And this, of course, began here in Jamaica. Even like what we're now seeing, the result of the efforts of Paul Bogle. Others we can mention, but tonight especially, we are here to glorify, in, as our brother has said, the work of Paul Bogle and the climax of his life should all be an example, not just an example to just celebrate, but to actually live that kind of life. He was looking for a spirituality. Although he was in the Baptist church, it was with an African brand. It wasn't just within the context of the slave masters. Now for that, we must hold him as a martyr. He died, as our brother said, for a cause, and that cause is for the upliftment of black people, and especially this parish. We are here proudly to celebrate with you all, because it is our intention to see that St. Thomas will be an example to the whole Western world. It is in progress that a monastery from Ethiopia will be built here in this part. So we must attune ourselves to understand that the struggle of Paul Bogle must end within a spiritual sphere. Without the spirit, life is of little value. So we are here celebrating and commemorating the life of Paul Bogle. May, as I say, his memory and his work live on.
Ay, ay, ay,
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Glory to God. Jesus said to me, touch me, for I am ascended to my Father. You meet me down the road of Galilee, road of Galilee. Jesus said to me, Mary, not touch me, Mary, not touch me, Mary, not touch me. Jesus said to me, Mary, not touch me. Yeah, fire man, let us sing to my Father. Yes, lead me down.
And as we gather here tonight, the night of October 10th, 2015, we are witnessing witnessing an incredible sight, something that we might never live to see again. The 150th anniversary of the Modern Day Rebellion. This is what it looked like back in 1865 when Paul Bogle, a deacon minister, joined his members of his church, and they chant and they pray to Almighty God to make sure that their deliverance and their victory would have been won.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. And is beside the waters somewhere in the valley below, and he drew me aside to be tested and tried in the valley. He restored my soul, my Jesus. Still waters, somewhere in the valley below, and he drew me aside to be tested and tried in the valley. He restored my soul. In the valley, he restored my soul. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Have a consideration. Praise the Lord, church.
The cross and the machete. Are you hearing me? Now, if you look at the statue, it is not a machete, it's a sword. If you look at the man, he has no clothes on. The sword come down and the man is naked. There's no penis. The point of the sword mean cutting off the blood vein of the Bogle family. You understand? Now that we have the evidence of what was built in England by Rome and the Queen together, why should we get rid of it? Because we have the proof. So why should we destroy the proof? Because it is the proof that we're going to use to bring them down. Because when we tell a man, we say, here it is. We're not telling you about something what happened. So my position is, and the position of the Paul Bogle Foundation, we have turned the statue into a pillar of salt. What I say? It has no power again, because anytime you can see a dopey, him can't do you nothing.
That's right.
Yes, sir. True.
So the mere fact that I was able to put him under fire for 7 nights and 7 mean completion, my brother.
Yes,
I know me say so.
Yes, sir.
See? So we put him under fire, bring him down. Now we want the statue to come back, and we want 24 hours armed security round the statue. Me want the eye them to call out and remember when me say bring it out. If we have so much Christians in Jamaica and we have a statue that we found to be a cross, and if it is a cross that is representing the crucifixion of Jesus, how come nobody no want to commemorate it? How come nobody no want to talk about it?
Come on.
How come nobody no want to talk about it? Eh? Now, it's a whole heap of things. So I tell you now, that is about the statue.
Yes.
Now hear what I do. I go in America and I decide that, like Bob Marley said, you start the thing here, which is good. But now we are taking the thing to the world to make the world know about Paul Bogle and what we are about.
Yeah.
So we come up with the idea now to establish an international memorial day. And let me explain to you how that one works. We have 500 million. I want to hear that word repeat around this audience. 500 million black people dead in a slavery. 500 million, half a billion dead. Every year, America, Germany, France, England, Canada, Mexico, you name it, have a memorial day for their people. And if you go into America, you will see how proud black people is to support their Memorial Day. And I am not telling them not to support it. I am saying that we must have the dignity to do one for ourselves. Because the ancestors, Christ himself said, him not recognize people when I recognize him. So the ancestors will never recognize us if we do not recognize them. The day we bring grace and dignity to our ancestors, my brother, we bring it to ourselves. Are you hearing me? So, I spend my money. And when I get kicked out of politics, so then say me that go hard. 2003, Maxine Henry called me on my phone and said me to meet her at Portland. She want to talk to me. I make me drive go to Portland. I said, I wonder how I go on. And when I go there, I say, boss, you can't run back, you know. You burn the party too hard. I say, well, Paul will give birth to the party. So I'm not compromising what I am saying about Edna Manley or nobody.
True.
Right? Because the truth is the truth. And we don't water down the truth. See? So, my brother, I go up on the road. I go in America. I'm a light 1,000 candles in front of United Nations. Now, let me tell you something. Every flag in the world fly in front of United Nations. So I couldn't go there and like say me I keep a Paul Bogle memorial because nobody could identify with that. So the spirit said the memorial base must be broadened. So we now use the Paul Bogle Foundation to put on a memorial for the 500 million Africans that died as a result of slavery. My brothers, when I go in front of United Nations, when I get the permit, because I have a green card and there's only two things you can do. You can't work with the federal government and you can't vote with green card. But you can do every other thing. So when I get my permit and I go down there, I call a whole heap of St. Thomas people. Whole heap of them to them mother named Bogle. Call one of my cousins and him said to me, say, you know what my mother tell me, say, I feel that Bogle is responsible for Martin the Rebellion. So you are the right man for go light the candle, but I come down there with you. That's what him tell me on the phone. Tell me that, say, my mother tell me, say, I just set a Bogle live at Yellows Valley, responsible for Martin the Rebellion. Him not, cause me now come with you come light no candle. You're there on your own with that. We go in at Manhattan and put down my 1,000 candles. Because for every ambassador we pass this up to go in a United Nations. And if him never see it, but him hear about it, guess what happened? He want to know who is Paul Bogle. And who is this guy named Constantine Bogle? What is all this about? So what you do? You capture them attention. Because for too long, we sit down here and wait for something to come to it. We have to go out, they go defend that. Right? So I and I go out there, go put it down at them what? Feet.
Right at them doorstep.
And if you kill one man in your life, you know one man come in your yard, come put on 1,000 candles. That's too much fire upon you. And if you kill 500 million, and I come and put on 1,000 candles as a little St. Thomas man, you can imagine say, even right now me I talk them a video me, Every turn me turn, them dep on me. Them follow me go straight to Africa and try to destroy me. But me still not stop this up. Me go down a Washington at the White House reflecting pool. Me put on my 1,000 candles. Me go in front of the Parliament of Atlanta. Cause me have a house up there, sir. And me light the 1,000 candles 2 times right in front of the Parliament door. So no white man don't come near me, no, then they wear around so with some long nose camera. I do so, I say. Anyway, when they when get this fire, I mean put it down. Pan them. So that is to show you, say, I and I, this thing that I'm doing it based on bloodline. Not any guy I simply you see this, can't carry this coming as well. I leave some people to take care of certain things to the Paul Bogle. And every time he call them from foreign when me did it, I carry the message from America to Africa. And I set up the thing to people know about St. Thomas. So we can use the thing as an asset. Every time he call them and say what money and get ready for light the candle. No man can light the candle. They might do everything. But then they say go light the 1,000 candle. You dare not touch it. When I say him dare not do, him dare not touch that.
Come on now.
Now I have something for them. We're not stop at 1,000. We're gone past 1,000.
Continually. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We want the item coming this year. This will take place on the 19th at 48 West Street in Kingston. A friend of mine that I just meet him. Same want him name for go down in our history. And I look for a man to put him in our history. I talk to Big Stone and Big Stone tell him say, I know the perfect man. I know a man up at St. Thomas named Bogle. If you want to go down in our history, talk to them man. So he call me up and I say yes, we can put you in our history in the day man. I will set up a meeting. I'm going to go down to town. And I say, you sure you want to go in our history? He say yes. He say, alright, here what now. This message is bittersweet. But when Paul Bogle did I walk from St. Thomas, I go to Spanish Town. The first parish I have to go to is St. Andrew. Not even a drink of water. St. Andrew people, they never this. St. Thomas people, they never join with. I say the next parish is Kingston. Not even a drink of water. They never give it. They never stand up with we. The next parish is St. Catherine. When we go to see the governor, St. Catherine people, they never stand up with St. Thomas people. So when you come stand up with we now and light a candle and show we say, you stand, you acknowledge the blood sacrifice of the St. Thomas people them. What me say?
True.
Show me say, stop telling me so you love me man, show me that. That's more important to show love than to tell love. You understand? So so after me show John, so what you are going to do? You are going to be the first Kingstonian to light 1,000 candles in front of your place, showing the world that Kingston and St. Andrew is now standing with the people in St. Thomas. Him agree immediately. Candle them by already. And I wait on the 19th Heroes Day. Him invite me down there to give me to honor me and to light the candles. On the 24th of 48 West Street, and the 24th, which is the day where Paul Bogle dead, and the day that will be lighting 1,000 candles out of Marant Bay. They are moving the candle vigil from 48 West Street into the parade of Kingston. Now we are asked all of the people them that is here from Kingston to come out and help me develop this candle vigil into the lighting of what is called the 1 million candles. And let me tell you what I am going to do.
Ibu
Forever Young Promotion in association with the Paul Bogle Foundation present the lighting of 1,000 candles and award ceremony Monday, October 19, Heroes Day at Forever Young Headquarters 48 West Street, downtown Kingston. Performances by the St. Thomas Community Group, The Fire Dancer, George Nooks, Bunga Herman, Prophecy Isis, Eka Mouse, and Chicken R. Candle lighting at 6 p.m. sharp. Come out in your 1,000 and witness history. Be a part of this great tribute to all the Africans, over 500 million who have lost their life across the diaspora. Forever Young Promotion in association with the Paul Bogle Foundation will lift your spirit. You will see the lighting of 1,000 candles for all our ancestors who have died across the Middle Passage. It is an event that sees George Nooks being honored, Ken Booth being honored, Bunga Herman being honored, Mayor Angela Brown Burke being honored, Desmond McKenzie MP Western Kingston being honored. Come out in your 1,000 and witness this historical event, the lighting of 1,000 candles and award ceremony. Forever Young has done it again. It's the Paul Bogle 150th Memorial. It's a free event. A Big Stone says so. See you there.
Gather them.
Today is an historical day for me. Today is a day that I'm so happy to be a part of. Today is a day that I feel special to know that the Honorable Paul Bogle paid the ultimate price of death. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to remember this day. I want all of you to remember this day. It happened for me when I was 20 years old. I started to learn first about the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Didn't know too much about Mr. Bogle until I learned about Mr. Garvey. Then I started to dig deep because I'm 58 years old and history about our real heroes were not taught in the schools. We didn't know much about Mr. Bogle. All we thought he was this rebel with a cause. A rebel with a cause. But when I look at the Honorable Paul Bogle, how he was dressed back in 1865, it tells me this is a man of dignity, this is a man of high substance, and this is a classy man. Now, why did Mr. Bogle do it? He was extremely wealthy, even though they tried to depict him as a poor man. He owned back in the days over 3,000 acres of land. They stole it and said he owned over 503 acres. We give thanks. But Mr. Bogle didn't have to do what he did. He could have said, I don't care nothing about those people. Because if you look at how Stony Gut is situated, it's in the gut. This is the belly of the beast. And for Mr. Bogle to come all the way from his richness, his cattle, his bakeries, his everything, and come down into the belly of the beast, where the real people were at that time, you can tell how remarkable a man he was. So I give thanks at 58 that I'm able to witness this historical occasion. This I can tell my children, my grandchildren, and my grandchildren's children about tonight. And we give thanks for the Paul Bogle Foundation, because the Paul Bogle Foundation has opened up my life. I've been doing this for the last 4 years, making the pilgrimage every single year, and then walk for 6.5 miles from Stony Gut to Moran Bay. So we give thanks for the gathering, and we hope every one of you will stay the course. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to stay straight through till 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, just like how Mr. Bogle did it. And then I'm going to pick up my 2 feet at 58 and walk to Moran Bay to give and show my support. I thank you, King David.
I was going on the road as I journey. Yes, as I journey. Yes, as I journey. I was going down the road as I journey. Oh, far I am from my shoes. Fireman. Oh, and I journey. Yes, and I journey.
Prophecy Isis did a song, and we have fixed this song to the 150th anniversary. So you're gonna do it a cappella because them can't stop it, see? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Prophecy. Prophecy Isis.
Will Emmanuel like him Selassie Rastafari. Let me see how the other man part of the warriors. But I and I is here straight to this event, you know? Yes. And this song is the theme song. So I and I have to represent. And I take time out to big up Big Stone Records who make this possible. Sing. And it goes like this. Sing to all my people. For it's a bloody war. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Bloody war. A bloody war. Paul Bogle fight in a bloody war. Our in defense of his people. Even today the war still continue. Say it's a bloody, bloody war. Some shark also fight in the bloody war. Our for the freedom of his people. Come and prepare some food to face this war. But it's a bloody, bloody war. No plane now go fly in the this war. No ship now go sail in the this war. No place no food now go come in the this war. All current go lock off in the this war. So many youth get child molested from the year start. So many youth die and left their family a ball. It's a bloody, bloody war. Paul Bogle fight in the bloody war. A war in defense of his people. Even today the war still continue. Say it's a bloody, bloody war. Many of the maroon fight a bloody war. I want to liberate her people. Even today the war still continue. Say it's a bloody, bloody war. And come I want some a lava, some a blood. Only trouble when I face some, no with a face all. Say little by little my blood system a fall. When I man catch a fire, all engine a go stall. The world a go melt like the fire against the tall. A millions of million people a go fall. So tell I who you a go call. In a this a bloody war. Bloody war, a bloody war. Paul Bogle fight in a bloody war. A war in defense of his people. Even today the war still continue. Say it's a bloody, bloody war. Marcus Garvey fight in a spiritual war. I want to repatriate his people. Come and prepare some food to face this war. But it's a bloody, bloody war. Say history did tell me about this war. And prophecy come tell you about this war. Say no lightning a go liquor in a this war. When all the institution locked down in a this war. No for go dead all be hungry in a this war. No for go dead by disease in a this war. For it's a bloody war. Bloody war. Bloody war. Yeah. A bloody, bloody, bloody. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Bloody war. A bloody war. Well, Emmanuel, King Selassie, and I say more love and more respect. Yeah, man. And I will be on that march tomorrow. It's 6.5 miles. But I have to experience what I great legend Paul Bogle have go through. And all of people. See? So let's come together, unite, organize, centralize, and fight this fight spiritually. There's gonna be a bloody war. Bloody, bloody, bloody. Rastafari.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Montreal. Thunder and lightning as we speak in Stony Guts. Ladies and gentlemen, it has never happened anywhere before. Rain is falling and we ain't going nowhere. out the spirit of our ancestors, the fireman. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, it's raining, but these people, they're not going anywhere. What a night into the wee hours of the morning. Paul Bogle, your name will be permanently etched in the mind of everyone that is here tonight and in the mind of everyone that watches this program. What a night. What a night. Ja Rastafari. This is in the right hand of Constantine Bogle is a real machete.
People are coming out for the beer party.
Is a real machete. Mr. Bogle, how are you doing this morning?
Great.
The morning of great rebellion.
Great.
How are you feeling after such an awesome night that the world came at your feet and ultimately pay respect to you? How are you feeling? You must be overjoyed to see finally they respect real leadership.
Well, first of all, we'll give thanks unto the Almighty, one who have power and dominion over all things, and work through us to bring about this thing. We could not ask for a greater night, so we just give thanks.
Most definitely.
Couldn't ask for a greater night, so it's just more thanks, and we're just looking forward for the strength, health, life to carry on the works, because we say a million candles of light.
And we have Rasoshin in the middle. Rasoshin, how you feel? Real
My
quickly.
brother, as I says, as you know, I have never been through an entire night before. And what I saw here last night, the whole occasion, from the opening ceremony of the priests of St. Elias Theodore, right through the different influences that our people was forced to take on during enslavement, from revival to commoner, my friend, all I know is this, right? There's a spirit that is defining everything, and the liberation of our kind will only come from the Almighty, and that is it. And what we're seeing is the beginning of that spark, and it had to come back to Paul Bogle.
Is it the beginning of the new spark?
Yes,
the paradigm shift. In your eye is a real machete. Are you ready for the inevitable?
Yes. On the 10th of the 10th, double 10, I have been transformed by this occasion. I have now thrown away my English name. I've sent it back to England. I am now Ishaka Musa Menelek, the freedom fighter, walking in the footsteps of Shaka Benawayo. Paul Bogle, the transformation has been complete. Now, if there's a governor here around, I want to see him. We have a date in destiny to deal with him. We want the head of governor here.
Right. And not only that, let us come to the present. So long as we have a governor general here, it shows you that the sovereignty of European Confederacy still control our puppet government in Jamaica. Because when we brought Marcus Garvey, the full exoneration of him, what did the Portia much say to we? She's still trying. So what does that tell you? It's only a puppet government that cannot make any decision for the true African.
What do you think about the brother toss, man? 150 years later, the Mark Bay Rebellion.
Well, being honest, brother, it's perfect for me to be here, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, as one of the freedom fighters who step out in the space of Bogle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and them great warriors, everyone around.
Yeah.
Yes, the nature from within, you know, I help us fight. Yeah. From even in the wind, we fight, you know. So, as the master said, we have no fear for the generals who turn up for it.
Oh, you get to charge. No, you get to charge.
John Thompson, how you feel?
I'm feeling
You
good,
came here all night and you stood the test of time as a true warrior that you are. 150 years to date, John. Paul Bogle walk, these walk that you're about to walk. How you feel within yourself?
I'm feeling good. Where am I going to park my vehicle? If I leave here and take taxi come my feet.
Right. That's how dedicated John is to this walk.
Alright, cool.
Right? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to In the Streets with Big Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tremendous crowd out here and the Paul Bogle Foundation, headed by Constantine Bogle, has created history within history. We have thousands of people here getting ready to walk from Stony Gut to Mark Bay, the same 6.5 miles that the Honorable Paul Bogle walked, just to show the strength and the persistency in the man and how great an hero he was. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here, we spent all night, we have not slept, we're here, and it's a beautiful morning. I'm lost for words. Lost for words.
Right now,
I'm lost for words.
150 years anniversary of Paul Bogle.
Yeah.
Big Stone here talk about the insult.
Yeah.
One of the main things we have to know now is the Constitution. We can't have the Queen of head of state. That's why we have to face them things there. And I know, so we have to gather the 4 indigenous people to speak on reparation and repatriation and set aside the 4 corners of the earth.
Give thanks. Constantine Bogle, ladies and gentlemen, with a machete in his hand. The warrior that his grandfather was and the warrior that he has become today. He's leading the march. A serious, I've never seen him like this before. He's in a solemn mood, very serious, but still being attentive and cooperative to the numerous amount of interviews that he's been given. What an experience here in Stony Gut, 150 years later. Police outriders getting ready to lead the march. Police driving by. Everyone is beautiful. And look at this. We're getting ready to do it. The Marant Bay Rebellion of 1865. It is now 2015. And we're here. Constantine Bogle. Constantine Bogle. A man of the hour. Look at him. Machete in hand. As defiant as his great-great-grandfather.
Big Stone is only a shame for real is the police have still an escort way after 150 years. Why black man don't know so they must take themselves out of them uniform? This is a curse to our ancestors. Revival coming in
Yes, as we walk, as we start the walk from Stony Gut to Marant Bay, led by the champion, the people's champion, Constantine Bogle. Look at this. You want me to get it alright? Ladies and gentlemen, this is remarkable. As we walk from Stony Gut to Marant Bay, leading by the defiant Constantine Bogle. Look at this. This is beautiful. Thousands of people coming out and paying their respect. Thousands of people coming out greatest hero, the Honorable Paul Bogle. Paul Bogle, Constantine Bogle, as he leads the march from Stony Gut to Marron Bay. What an experience. What a joy. The school children all lined up to join the march. Children in uniform, get ready to join the march. What an experience here in Stony Gut. I am overwhelmed and I'm lost for words because I cannot believe my eyes as we take the trek from Stony Gut into Marron Bay. Bloody war.
I'm a great grandfather.
Constantine Bogle walks with machete in hand. He reenacted the seriousness and the determination of what Paul Bogle must have experienced. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Paul Bogle. Thank you very much, man. So how do you feel about this great march? What are your thoughts?
Yes, for the first time I experienced it. It was good.
Paul Bogle walked this walk 150 years ago.
Yeah.
And he gave up his life for this.
Yeah.
His people. What do you say to him at this time? How do you say thank you, Mr. Bogle?
I have word enough to explain to tell him thanks for what he's done for us in St. Thomas.
Thank you very much. What is your name, sir? sir?
Devon Maxwell.
Devon Maxwell.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, I'm overwhelmed. Look at how much people is congregated there. Wow. Zone 4 Drum Corps is actually the marching band leading the Paul Bogle Foundation on such an historical day. Look at how smartly dressed they are in their uniform. As women live and as women die, there is a woman playing the bass drum. Let's not forget those who lost their lives 150 years ago. Constantine Bogle, I must commend you on such a remarkable achievement. To be able to, without government funding, single-handedly put all your resources, Mr. Bogle, to make this what I've been today. I am so happy to be a part of history, and that his story was true, our story, true African redemption. For knowing you. Maureen Dutchmore, you're a real hero or heroine. Attorney at law, Bert Samuel. Bert Samuel, ladies and gentlemen, on the wall. Attorney at law, Bert Samuels, leading the walk. Mr. Samuels is really a true warrior, fighting the cause. Short pants and all. The legendary Bert Samuels. Samuels, ladies and gentlemen, walking exactly like our ancestors walked many years ago. Bert Samuels, I salute you, Bert. I salute you, Mr. Samuels. Man, woman, and child walking for African redemption. Headed by Constantine Bogle. Look at him. A true champion for people. What an excitement, ladies and gentlemen. Foundation, led by President and founder Constantine Bogle, has planned this for many years through his hard work, money and blood, sweat and tears, and it is now blossomed into the 150th anniversary march. It's incredible. It's remarkable. It is outright awesome.
Paul Bogle.
Yeah, man.
For the last 3 miles with her baby. Isn't this a remarkable occasion? What is your name? What is your name?
My name is Alba Ramsey.
Alba Ramsey. Your father was a great Alba Ramsey? Alba. Okay, Alba Ramsey. She has been walking for the last 3 miles, and she walked, and it brings tears to my eyes, because this is what we're fighting for: African redemption and African liberation. She could not stand to be home and let her son that experience this great historical war. That's how Paul for the right honorable Paul Bogle was. As they walk, as they walk, as they walk. True remarkable strength. This lady carrying her baby for the last 3.5 miles. Not showing any form of giving up. A matter of fact, she's at the front of the march. She's at the front of the march, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what we're talking about. When we're talking about the African redemption and the African healing. This brings tears to my eyes. And they walk. The Paul Bogle Foundation, led by Constantine Bogle. There he goes. Not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. Zone 4 marching back. Our restoration marches. Justice of the Peace, 65 years old. Wow. And as they walk, and if you look in front of us, the crowd is just as big in front as it is in the back. And as we enter the crossroads, marking the 4-mile zone,
Paul Bogle.
And the struggle continues. Free Africa. Walking with solidarity. Walking, paying our respect to the ancestors. Light in the past slip. Hail the Queen! Queen Africa, how you feel to be on this historical walk?
Free.
Free?
Yes.
Liberated is here?
Yes, I.
Thank you very much for the support. African redemption. And as we have the police outriders, look at this march. Massive. From Stone Gun to Maran Day, they walk. They walk because of the wickedness that has been handed down from the white slave owners. And how could this be? 150 years later, we see us marching again. Historically, yes, but we still march for the same struggle that we had 150 years ago. Can we not build on that one room that the Honorable Paul Bogle built on? Can we not build on that one room that Nanny of the Maroon started to build? Can we not build on that one room that Sam Sharp has started to build? The Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey has made a mansion. Can we not live in it? This is the year 2015 and we march. As we enter the Paul Bogle School, we see thousands of people walking by, a reminder of our great hero, the right excellent Paul Bogle, who have paid the ultimate price of death so that his people can have this glorious day today. I'm indeed happy to be a part of this historical occasion, to be a part of history, to see the outpouring of support, and to show that the Jamaican people is fed up, tired of the discrimination, the police brutality, the wanted murders of us killing ourselves. We pay respect to this great hero. You are indeed, Mr. Bogle, a great hero. You are indeed a great hero. And we honor you, sir, for your great achievement. And we see your great-great-grandson, Constantine Bogle. Directly behind him we see racing matches. Walking the 6.5 miles from Stone to Maran Bay. Constantine Bogle. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you with tears in my eyes because I cannot believe I'm really cannot believe I have lived to see this great day. When we all can bury our differences and come together and fight for one cause, which is our African liberation. What a glorious day. What a glorious day. What a glorious day. What a glorious day. Little Acalia, just about 14 years old. She told me last night at the candlelight vigil that her father had instilled in her at a very early age to love her African heritage. Acalia, walking the walk because she said she don't want to be told about it. She wants to experience it. Coming in to Monday, I'm overwhelmed. Words cannot express how I feel. I'm so joyful at this particular time to see from out of an idea and a dream, the idea of Constantine Bogle. The idea of Constantine Bogle has now become a reality as we march. Akia, come here. How did you feel now that your father has taught you well? How you feel about the teaching that your father gave to you?
It was all he knew.
Your father taught you well. You want to pick him up? What's his name?
My father's name?
Yeah.
Blueberry. I ain't on Facebook or nothing. He doesn't support technology.
Okay.
You should search my mother though. It's Dinga.
Yeah.
Barbara Filbert.
Yeah. Thank you. Constantine Bogle. Walk on the walk. And not just talk in the talk. Or people liberation. Red Hill Cemetery, where plenty of our loved ones have been buried. Loved ones that have relatives that was murdered in 1865 are buried over there. But their ancestors walk, and they walk, and they walk, and they walk. As far as we can see, they walk. There's no pain because she's doing this for African ancestors. Queen Africa. A real matriarch. A real champion. And they walk. 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 For all freedom, for all liberation. Because we're still fighting this war. But we're doing this now. We're fighting a spiritual war. Prophet Isis says bloody war. But bloody war not in the sense of the shedding of blood. But bloody war to the sense of spiritual war. Constantine Bogle, founder and president of the Paul Bogle Foundation, sweating, still has a machete in his hand, depicting the actions 150 years ago of his father, his great-grandfather, his great-great-grandfather. This is the saga. Constantine Bogle. Everybody is here. Even though she has a slight impediment, that does not stop the beautiful lady walking because she believes that the struggles of all people have been abused. She's walking because she wants her children and her great-great-grandchildren experience what Paul Bogle went through her. And she walked. And she walked. And she walked, ladies and gentlemen. And even as the blind man walks, he walks because he believed in what Paul Bogle believed in. He walked being led because he believed in what Paul Bogle believed in. He could not afford to let this day go by without him walking. He can't see where he's going, but he walks. And that's what a lot of us are not doing. We're not walking. We're saying it's none of our business. We're saying it doesn't concern us. And our children are dying. Our children are turning up missing. And our people are dying. But he walks. He walks because he believes that somehow there's going to be a change. And there's going to be a future for us. I salute you, my brother. Look at the formation of the skies as we walk. October 11, 2015. Way ahead of us. They march. It's getting rainy. And they march. They march in their hundreds. They march in their thousands. Constantine Bogle.
many years